Hey YouTubers, this is George Boy here, and some of you may remember on my channel way back in December I announced I would be starting a computer project for myself to build myself a computer. And I promised that I would kind of chronicle that process as I moved along, updating videos for maybe when I bought new parts or whatnot. And I apologize for not posting more videos sooner. It happened that I didn't really get that many new parts, anything that would be of interest really for you guys until I graduated in May. So I did get all the parts now, and the build is complete. And sorry I couldn't post a video for you guys so you could watch me build it. I didn't really have a way to mount my iPhone 4 with a tripod or anything to just have it stationary to film me while I'm building. So sorry I couldn't make a video for you guys so you could watch all that wonderful footage. But I'm going to shoot this video for you now of the completed computer. And for maybe any new people out there that are looking for advice on how to build a computer or what parts to get, whatnot, I thought I would just post a video for you guys of the completed product and sort of describe all the different components that I put into the computer for you guys, and put a listing for them below in the description so you guys can see what exactly I bought and what exactly is in this computer, so maybe it would help you out if you're looking to build your own. Because I know for me, being a new guy at this, being my first time, I know I was trying to get all the information I could out there at the time to decide what's good, what's not good, what should I get, what should I not get. And I know there's a ton of videos just like this one on YouTube where people post their completed computers, what they bought and what they did. But I noticed some of those videos, they're not quite as complete as they could be. Sometimes they would just show the computer and they would sort of list all the main parts for the most part of what they got, but they wouldn't list exactly everything. Like maybe they didn't tell you what mouse they have or what keyboard they have or what monitor they have. So I really want to give you guys a complete as I can listing of everything I did, so maybe it'll help you out in the future. Alright, so enough rambling, and I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get started here. I'm going to turn on the light just so you guys can see maybe a little bit better. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the case. You guys have already seen this. Well, maybe you've seen the box for it already, but you haven't seen it outside the box. This is my computer case that I started with. It is the half X by Cooler Master, and the half stands for high airflow. So this case is really built around really good airflow for all your computer components throughout your case. Really good ventilation. There's a lot of fans in this type of case, and it's just really designed for good airflow and good cooling power for all your computer components. So this is the half X. It is a full ATX tower. Very big case. And I'm just going to zoom in here and go over kind of the front I/O panel for you guys. So I'll point out with my finger right here these two things. That is USB 3.0 ports, and because there really isn't a standard, or I guess kind of solution right now for the front I/O for USB cables, with this case anyway, I had to take the blue USB 3.0 cables that were attached to these two ports here and actually run them through the case out the back, and I'll walk around here to show you guys what I did. So those two blue cables there that you see, I had to route those through the case from the front to the back here to plug them into the back I/O panel to give me access to the front I/O ports. So basically it's just they're attached to the front, and you route it through the case and put it out the back and attach them to the back ports. A little bit, I don't know, not neat. Could be better, but that's really the best you could do as of right now. So anyways, that's that. So those are USB 3.0. We've got eSATA right there, FireWire, two regular USB 2.0 ports, and you've got a jack for your headphone and jack for microphones. So those are just what I use it for. I use it for my headset. So if you've got a headset with a mic attached to it, you could plug in those two ports there to use that. This is a really cool feature here that I'm going to show you guys. Whoops, sorry for the glare. We've got our main power button right there, as you can see, and I'm going to put my finger in there. The top there, that is a fan LED button for my front fan here to turn red LED on, and you've got a reset button, and I'm just going to put the red LED on for you guys. So right here below gives you a nice kind of cool red effect for your front fan, and that does come stock on this cooler, so that's pretty cool. Gives you a nice red glow for the front fan, and you can just turn it off. And the feature I was going to show you guys, you've got a slide here that you can cover those buttons up. So a lot of people, they'll say the practicality for that is I don't know, you got your kid brother or sister that likes to push buttons, you can cover this up so you don't have to worry about them pushing buttons on your computer. But also, you know, putting that aside, it's just, I think from a practicality standpoint, just, I don't know, to protect the buttons for whatever reason. It's just nice to have I think it's nice to have a little slide there just to offer them a little bit of protection, or slide them up so you don't want anybody to see them. I don't know, maybe it just looks more neat. But take it for what you will. That's the little slide feature to slide over your power button and such. So anyways, that is the HalfX case. And before I move away from the case topic, I'm just going to show you all my neat little stickers here that I put on. These are just case decals that came with my various products that I bought and put it in the case, and they just decorative decals to put on your case to show everybody the cool stuff you got. So I got a powered by Corsair button that came with my power supply by Corsair, and we got powered by EVGA button below that, or button, a sticker below that, and that came with my graphics card made by EVGA. And we've got the oh so lovable, also well known Intel inside sticker for Core i7. And last but not least, we have a Asus sticker there for my motherboard powered by Asus. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna move one last feature about this case, just to add on to my neat red effects. I got a extra side LED fan here. It is a 200 size fan, and there is no button to turn the red LED on and off. That's just the fan comes with the LED lights built into it, and it's just hooked up in red all the time when it's on. That fan does not come stock with this case. I bought it extra, but it is also made by Cooler Master. It's called the Megaflow 200, and as far as I can know, you can get it in this red LED or you can get it in blue LED. Totally up to you, your choice if you decide to buy it, blue or red. So, moving right along here. I guess that's kind of dark. Try the light. I just don't want to have the light on and have it like blind you guys or something when I'm trying to show stuff. I guess that's not bad. Okay, so these are my hard drive bays. The top, you can see kind of a thin rectangular piece in the first bay there. That is a kind of a back view of my SSD drive, which is going to be my main drive for this computer. It is made by OCZ. It is their Vertex 3 SSD drive, and it is the 120 gigabit capacity version. And this is actually the Max IOPS edition also. So yeah, really nice and really fast. I really like it a lot. It's the latest and greatest from OCZ, Vertex 3. So right below that is a standard hard drive by Western Digital, and this is like a secondary hard drive for me, just acting as storage mainly for anything else besides my applications, files, music, movies, whatever you want to stuff it with. So this is a Western Digital Cavier Black, 1 terabyte capacity, and it is running at 7200 RPMs with 64 megabytes of cache. So yeah, that's nice. And I'm trying to angle as best I can because all this stuff is behind the screen, my side panel, and I don't want to take the side panel off while the computer's running. So I'm just going to try and angle best I can. I'm going to try and show you guys. This is my graphics card. You can see the numbers 580 and the words GeForce through those cables there. That is my graphics card made by EVGA. It is the GTX 580 and it is the superclocked edition. And superclocked just basically means that they overclocked the graphics card a little bit from the factory. So it comes overclocked from the factory. If you're going to get the 580, I mean, if I were you, and you're already spending that kind of money for a graphics card anyway, it's just like $20 more to get the superclocked version. So I don't know, maybe there's not enough of a performance difference for you to spend $20, but I mean, if you're spending that much already, why not just spend $20 more to get the superclocked version, in my opinion. Anyways, take that for what you will. So that's my graphics card, and we've got 2 RAM sticks up here, these blue RAM sticks that are made by a company called G.Skill. And these are RipjawX edition of their memory stick line, and each module is 4 gigabytes apiece, so that's 8 gigs total since I have 2 there. And stock they run at 1600 megahertz. And we'll move right along here. This big fan here is this big heatsink is my CPU cooler, and it is the also made by Cooler Master Hyper 212 Plus. And stock it comes with the 1 fan that you can see right now, and I'm just going to move the camera around so you guys can see. There's a second fan there. So the heat sink is sandwiched between those 2 fans. Like I said, it comes stock, it comes with 1, and you can buy a second for push-pull configuration, which is what I did here. The fan is a 120 size called Blade Master. So it is, the fans used for this heatsink is called the Cooler Master Blade Master, and is 120 millimeters in size. So if you wanted to buy a second fan, I mean, you know, technically any size 120 fan would fit on this heatsink, but I just wanted to match it up with the same fan that was used from the factory, just because I figured maybe that would give optimal results. But this is made in push-pull configuration, which means 1 fan pushes the air through the heatsink and it is pulled out the other side for better airflow and better performance. So that is the Hyper 212 Plus. Below that, I've got the 2nd generation of i7 processors, which codenamed by Intel Sandy Bridge. And this particular CPU that I've gotten here is the i7 2600K. And that is the top-of-the-line processor for the 2nd generation i7s. And you can get it in the K version or the non-K version. The K version basically means that it is unlocked and overclockable. And pretty much the sky's the limit on how much you can overclock it. That's why they dubbed it as unlocked, because virtually no limits. As long as it's within safe operating temperatures for the CPU, and as long as you have adequate cooling to overclock it, you can overclock to your overclock as much as you want to with that CPU. So the i7 2600K. It is on the 1155 socket, so the big distinguishment, is that even a word? I don't know, but what you want to distinguish this CPU from the 1156 socket is that it's not 1156, because apparently some people may take an 1155 CPU and stick it in an 1156 socket, and you don't want to do that, because you could either ruin both the motherboard or the CPU. So yeah, that's bad. Don't do it. 1156 is not the same as 1155, so just to make that distinguishment that this CPU is on the 1155 socket. That being said, you need to have an 1155 socket compatible motherboard, and that brings me to the motherboard. This is the P67 line of motherboards from Asus. This is the P8P67 Pro edition from Asus Tech, and this is, I guess, what you would consider a a kind of a middle tier board. It's not bottom of the line, but it's not their top of the line board either. It's sort of in the middle. Lots of nice features. It does come with the UEFI BIOS, which is the more of a user-friendly graphical interface click BIOS instead of the standard blue screens that maybe you guys are used to. I'm not used to it because I've never used the BIOS before this before this version. But it is really nice. Very simple, very easy to use, very pleasing to the eye, I think. So that it has the UEFI BIOS on it. It comes with a AI Suite 2 application, which pretty much allows you to give you a dashboard within your Windows operating system, which I'll show you later in this video. But it gives you some basic versions. I think my brain is getting ahead of my mouth a lot in this video. It gives you some nice features within your Windows operating system to change things that normally you would have to go into BIOS to change. You can change it within Windows without having to restart or having to go into your UEFI BIOS. You can just change it right from that dashboard, which is really nice. Just a few features to highlight. It's got a sensor on it to show you your CPU and motherboard temperature, as well as any fans that you've got hooked up to your motherboard. You can see those, how fast they're turning, RPMs and whatnot, and also you can have alerts if they're not working, which is important to you, because if one of your fans is not working, you definitely want to know about it. So that's a good feature to have. It's got all kinds of other things. Oh, the auto-tuning feature. I'm going to point that out specifically because I used it. If you're a noob when it comes to overclocking and you don't know how to overclock, the auto-tuning feature is really nice, because basically it goes through overclocking your CPU for you, which is really nice. It's just like one click, you click the button, start, and it goes. And yeah, it totally does. It does everything for you. It's like if you were having to go manually into the BIOS and change all these different settings to overclock your CPU, it does all that for you, and runs stress tests and whatnot to overclock your CPU within set safe parameters. Once it reaches its max limit of what it thinks the CPU can handle, it'll stop. But basically, so it's a program to give you a maximum overclock out of your CPU without you having to do it. So a really cool feature there. So anyways, this camera's just been focused on the same spot forever while you just listen to me talk, so I'm going to move around a little bit, give you guys something else to look at. You can see kind of some blue ports maybe back there. That is my power supply. It is an 850 watt unit made by Corsair, the HX series of their power supplies, and it is modular power supply unit. So I don't really, with this configuration of CPU, I don't need an 850 watt unit, but I went ahead and got it because it came with a combo deal on Newegg and it saved me money. So that was one reason, and two, it allows me upgrading options for the future. If maybe I wanted to add a second graphics card, I would have enough juice to support that. So it's basically, I'm not having to use all that juice right now, but in the future, if I wanted to add stuff, power supply would allow me to do that. So there you go. That's basically it. The one other thing that I added that was not stock on this case There we go. We got two fans at the top. I think these are 200, yeah, same size as the side fan, 200 millimeter fans. Stock it comes with one, and it's got space to add a second if you want to, so that's what I did. I just added a second fan. Basically what I did was I took the 200 millimeter fan that was already on the side here, replaced it with the red, and stuck it up top right there, so I would have two. So anyways, I think I covered everything when it came to the computer. Yeah, I think I did. So that's the computer. Move on to some accessories here. We've got the video's running a bit long, so I'm gonna move along here. So we've got our speaker system here. This is made by Bose. It's their companion to speaker system, which is basically the two desk speakers here. You can add to it if you want, like you can buy their tweeters or their subwoofer to add to the system, but this is their basic two speaker system. Really nice sound. It's by Bose, so what more do you need to say other than it's Bose? So Bose companion two speakers. Got a gaming mouse here by Logitech, the G9x, sitting on a gaming mat made by Saitek. This is their Cyborg V.5 surface, so basically it has two different surfaces. It's got a precision surface and a speed surface, I believe. I don't know how else to describe that other than to say precision surface is for precision, and the speed surface is more for speed, so like you'd be able to more easily move it across the mat and give you more scrolling speed, I guess. Your pointer would be able to go more smoothly across the mat and stuff. So speed or precision, two mat options. You flip it over to the other side to pick either one. This is my keyboard, the G110 gaming keyboard, and it's got a lot of nice features on it, like a roll wheel there to change your volume from the keyboard itself, so you can just roll that wheel up and down like that, and it take the volume up and down for you. You got a mute button to mute your sound. This is cool. It's got a backlit button to give a nice blue backlight to your keys on your keyboard, so maybe if you're having to work in the dark, that would be handy. It's got some ports on the back of it for both a USB port, so maybe if you had a USB mouse you could plug it right into the keyboard there instead of in the back of your computer, and it's got ports for a headset also. So like I said before, same as on the front panel of my case, this has the same option. If you wanted to plug in your headset, you could plug it into the keyboard there. This is a slider button for your Windows button, so this is mainly for gamers. If you're a gamer, a lot of times maybe you accidentally hit the Windows button and then it messes up your game because it brings up the Windows Start menu, and you don't want to see it because it'll freeze your game up and you don't really mean to hit it. So this is a slider button to disable the Windows key on your keyboard, so you won't accidentally hit it, or if you do hit it, nothing will happen because it's disabled, so that's cool. These are macro keys called the G keys on this particular keyboard, and these are basically programmable macro keys to program multiple keystrokes into one button. So like if you're a WoW player, for example, and you need to do a lot of combination of keystrokes to pull off a move, you can program all the keystrokes into one button, one of these G buttons here, and it'll pull off the move for you with just the click of the one button, the push of the one button. So that's helpful. If you need to do a lot of combo moves or something, you don't need to press a zillion different buttons to pull off the move. You just press one that you've programmed it to. So that's cool. It's got M1, M2, M3. So this is macros buttons, and you've got your 12 G keys. So as far as I understand it, you can push between M1, M2, and M3, and that'll give you like a set of 12 each time. So like M1, you get these first 12 macros, and then if you push M2, it'll give you another 12 macro keys to push, and then M3 will give you another 12. So as far as I understand, that could be a total of 36 macro keys. I could be interpreting that wrong, but as far as I understand, that is how that works. So the G110 gaming keyboard by Logitech. Finally, we got our Logitech monitor here, the slim edition of their monitors. It is a 22-inch monitor. It says 22-inch on the box, but if you measure it, it's actually 21.5. But you know, who cares? You can't really tell the difference. So anyways, this is the E2260 by Logitech, by LG, and it is a 1920 by 1080p Full HD monitor. So that is nice. I said that I was going to show you guys the dashboard, the AI Suite 2, but this video is getting really long and it's going to take forever to upload as is. So I'm just going to cut the video short here. And you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to rate this video, go ahead, or leave your comments, go ahead, I welcome them. And that's about it. So, ooh, wow, that was really bright. This is Georgia Boy signing off. Thanks, guys.